Are they high? What are they doing? All right, well, we'll watch this. I'm losing my mind.
Though.
Yeah.
I guess that was the initial plan, and then they saw Konka last pick and decided to have Monkey King against him, but now they're gonna have Lash on mid.
Look at all of the tips for No Tail. Tipping Jerax. Invoker, what do you do on support Invoker? Teach me.
It's to support Quasvex Invoker with an urn.
Okay.
Pay attention now.
Moving around at 290 movement speed. Easy. And, well, if they can make this work, I don't know. Oh, that's not what you're supposed to do. Give him the tip as he takes one tower shot. Oh, God.
All right, look what they're doing on a bottom lane. They're gonna kill the whole creep wave, and they're gonna dive Konka, I think.
Yeah. We've seen this a couple of times, usually with Sven. Oh, and now trying to take away his mana.
All right. Took his mana.
Just walking him.
Zoning him out so he can't last hit. Seb's gonna have a time of his life on this bottom lane. Top lane is gonna be strong for Alliance.
Okay. Oh, give him those punches. Tagging moves in. Yeah, very strange. And the mid matchup should hopefully be a little bit better, I guess. Mickey taking some punches. And it looks like it is going to be that matchup that they wanted. So in the end, this ends up working out, I'd say, for Alliance pretty well as far as the laning stage goes. Pretty much everything you would want. The toss, finding first blood. It's the tiny.
Yeah, if Invoker gets level 2, there he is. He has Ghost Walk. No, he's flop. EMP, Cold Snap.
Okay.
If Boundless Strike is ready, it's a guaranteed kill on Lash. He just needs to have a lane in a good position.
Oh my god, he's gonna get a courier snipe, I think. It's coming back. Does he realize it? Oh, it's too far away. Alright.
Oh, thank God.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Oh. No Tail Chen again. We'll see what he ends up doing. Does not have to worry about the Enchantress in this one. Oh, they can go for another round here on the Mickey. Moving into tower. Cold Snap. Did they get the EMP? No.
He had no mana. Actually, he had if he used the Mango.
Ah, affirmative. Mickey gives him the tip. Top lane. Banishment. Punches on LTW. 2-second stun. Not bad. 2 stacks the Shadow Poison. Is only level 1 from Insania. And, well, he's going to get the heal to turn it back around now. Insania gets caught by the root. 4 stacks. He needs another one at the very least, and maybe more than that, actually. 5 stacks. It's still a lot of damage.
It's about those little things. You want to pop Magic Stick while you have Divine Favor, so you heal more. Mid lane.
Dead. Thompson done. Invoker mid, gonna find that kill onto the rotating Tiny. Not gonna get him, though.
Port Invoker coming to your pubs. There's gonna be a guy who instantly turns on Dota after this game. Yeah, let me try this, and then gets 4 reports, actually 9 reports.
Is it bad that I thought about trying to play support Invoker? Like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, that doesn't sound that bad. Yeah, that'll be great, I'm sure. Leshrac, mid lane. Punch, needs another, is gonna have that disruption. They lose Jerax, actually. Dies to Mickey, and well, able to dodge away from some of that damage, but the Shadow Poison coming through, and OG gonna lose Mr. Thompson.
Oh. He just TP'd back, so it means he needs to walk back to a lane. I'm pretty sure it would have been better if they had Invoker mid against Lash, because Leshrac doesn't really threaten a kill on the Quasvex Invoker, and you just out regen every time he uses a Lightning Storm, and have a Monkey King roam around, especially the bottom lane with the Dark Seer. If he gets Orb of Venom, that's a lot of potential kills.
Okay. Oh, okay. Arcane Rune, they really haven't been able to do much. It's a 2,000 gold lead early on here for Alliance, and they will be able to find a return kill here, finally, for OG. So, nice little pickup there.
Radiant called in the fortification.
But top lane, all of the frickin' mud golems in the world ready to throw out the little hurl boulders at folk.
Small ones are gone, and the big one already used his. Let's see how Darkseer is doing. He's going back. That means that Kanka is gonna have a lot of farm because he's farming both lane and the side camp. He's gonna grab one bounty room for now.
Yeah, that's nice. Already level 6. Quickfoot can definitely make some kills happen. Darkseer is not necessarily the easiest hero in the world to find the kill on, just because he's got some pretty high HP, but maybe with a rotation. Jerax has Tornado and Cold Snap. Do they find an opening here? Oh, Boundless Strike. They move in. Tornado to try and interrupt, but the toss already finds the kill. And this support invoker is not working at all. Top lane?
He has no boots. Lash doesn't have boots, but the Tiny does. Alright, that's a kill. Top lane, what's happening on top lane?
Looks like there's some more divine favor pretty much. So, 2,000 gold lead early on here for Alliance. But it is going to be creep cutting continually for Seb. He's going to try and get off to a hot start, and then they'll probably try and play around him, I would imagine, because he's the only one that's really having a pretty decent time. Do you think that it was a misclick picking Invoker for support? Like, you can't trade.
Yeah, because you can't swap anymore. Maybe they, as I mentioned, thought that Kanka's going to be mid, but it will be a better choice if they just done on a mid lane. There's no way they're saving him.
No.
It's gonna be a dead shot. Well, he has no boots.
Caught there. Jerax also dies, so yep, all across the board. Alliance coming through here and making the plays that they need. They got the Wilder Ripper to try and slow down the push, but this is eventually going to be the tower down, I think.
No points in needing. That's a kind of a classic build when you play a mid Lash, Wild Winged Ripper, trying to stop the push. Siege Creep is going to deal some of the damage, and Kanka's having an easy game on bottom.
What's going to be his build, though? The safe lane Kanka is a little bit bizarre, but I guess probably can just go for all the normal stuff. Maybe Shadow Blade, maybe Armlet, whatever.
Heaven's Halberd is going to be boss item this game if he wants to grab it as a second item against the Monkey King, against the Troll. It just cripples both of these cores. That's the construction setup.
Disruption, they aren't going to be able to interrupt that one afterwards. Do drain a lot of the mana, but immediately it's going to pop some sticks and they can walk away. And now Jerax in some trouble. They had an X, but not going to go for it. So, what do you do at this point if you're OG? Because it feels like they have just completely lack any ability to do anything to get the deny on the top tower as well.
They're gonna need to play for a mid-late game. Fours on their side scale well, but the problem is Alliance is gonna put a lot of pressures. Mid tower is gone. Thompson got the deny, which is a big chunk of gold taken away from Alliance.
Insania just moving in to try and get some of these wards down. No Tail will spot him. And bottom lane, they lose Jerax yet again. Do burn through all the mana on Taiga though, so he won't have any toss here available. And oh, good torrent from Quakefoot. That might have been the death of Taiga as he moves in closer. You gotta be careful of this. I guess the plus side is that you will have the ability to dodge the boat if he pulls him back with Mischief a little bit.
I don't like this build on Quakefoot. Two bracers, even though he's having a free lane. Usually I'm a big fan of bracer, but there's no real threat of him dying. He's gonna invest a lot of gold in these two items. He's being more active though. in the previous game. That's good.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Mickey, ready to go in again. They slow down Jarek's Tornado to try and interrupt, and they have the Define Favor to try and keep him alive. Ghost Walk away, the magical damage almost enough to kill, but they jump in with everybody else. They do lose the Chen, able to find a return kill now. The boat with the X not going to connect, and just like that, Seb will get a little bit of a chase on. They're going to surge forward Thompson on this Monkey King. See if they can slow down and possibly kill off Insania X. Torrent can come out yet again if they need to, but they don't pull him back in time, and they lose Insania because of it. Boxy moving in. The CK has been able to do whatever he wants. The Boundless Strike to turn it around. An Alliance, one by one, running into their death. Koifa needs to be careful here as well. They have another X that gets thrown out. Does have mana there for the Torrent afterwards. They're able to connect there, and Seb moves back into position. They pop the ulti, immediately surges away. Hobson, Boundless Strike going to be back up in 3 seconds, but he's just going to jump out of there.
Yeah, everyone's really low on mana, and Jarek's recovering on bottom lane, level 5, not the best level. I don't know if he bought the dome for himself, or because Chen is level 5. He just needs levels on this hero.
Yeah.
The problem is that the Alliance lineup is gonna fall.
Oh! Thompson! Making mischief.
The stun.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, I just checked the cooldowns.
And again, you know, we talk about the fact that this is a really tough draft to execute, but the centerpiece of it is still going to be this Chen that keeps the momentum all around the map so consistently. Oh, Ghost Walk. Jarek spots out these heroes. They realize that he's on top of them. Can they punish? It looks like they're going to be able to, and yeah, OG just going to give up Jarek's for dead. But all those heroes rotate, and then Troll gets pulled over to mid by No Tail. Now he has the gold for the tome.
Thompson also managed to recover a little bit. He doesn't have that much CS, but he's involved in 5 out of 6 kills. He's gonna have that Echo Saber, which is gonna give him a lot more kill potential.
Yeah. And I guess that is something else to consider. As the levels start to stack up for the Invoker, he is going to become a force to be reckoned with. What we talked about earlier still sort of stands true, that all these heroes without mana don't do much on Alliance. Oh, Wukong's command. Insania trying to run away. Thompson moving in. They find the kill. Do have the X, the boat. It's going to connect this time with the Torrent there. And it looks like they will be able to run down Thompson, so that's not the trade-off he wanted.
Yeah, look what Kanka's building. Radiance queued up.
Okay.
Against these two heroes. I think it was Team Aster that fought Radiance on Kanka, but he was against BL.
Okay.
And it was extremely effective. It still gives him damage on a Tidebringer, and considering how much time he stands in a fight because of the rum, it's a lot of damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's putting
EMP takes away all of Boxy's mana there. And yeah, they are going to just back out. Gonna search forward, the Hellbear Smasher, give him the clap, give him the punch, and well, gonna give Jarek's the kill. Much needed for this Invoker.
Yeah, and that's an earned charge.
Good move, if you ask me.
Right.
Dire's top tower might be going down.
So 13.5 minutes, 14-8. The last couple of minutes have looked like it's all going OG's way. Alliance, after the very early pressure that they had in the laning stage and sort of domination from there, have settled back and just kind of gone into farming mode, and now getting picked off a little bit, it feels like.
They need to put more pressure with these heroes, because they're not gonna win the late game with Anka's PK Leshrac.
Yeah.
Once they get the BKBs inside of OG, it's gonna mitigate a lot of damage. And Leshrac is building towards Bloodstone. Yikes.
God, Look at this damage on the tower too. Divine Favor. They have the Alpha Wolf nearby.
Radiant's middle tower
Like
has
the tier 1 tower just drops so
They're
quickly.
gonna find Thompson.
And the rest of them are here though. The Boundless Strike comes down. He's off the tree trying to live through this one. Hand of God comes out. Alliance all grouped up together. They're in some trouble. The wall drops down. They're so slow. Tosses away the Leshrac trying to save his life. The boat is going to connect there onto the Monkey King, but LTW has already found the kills that he needs. Now Jarek's moving in, seeing if he can find any type of disable. Has the cold snap onto Mickey with the urn charge, and the chase forward comes from Thompson. It's 14 minutes again, and they're inside the base. It's not a very spicy meatball as they walk away from it. And now the surge up trying to get out of there. ILTW, the X. It's going to keep him caught here for the moment, but there isn't any follow-up. Quakeman doesn't have the mana. He doesn't have the spells off cooldown. TW runs back in. 4 stacks of the Shadow Poison, but Boxy might end up going down nonetheless. Torrent pulls back onto 1, misses off the mark. Affirmative, check runes, OG. They will dive your base no matter what happens.
Yeah, someone needs a TP bottom. Try to grab those 2 runes, and there it is. The Darkseer, no mana for Surge. Boxy's gonna grab 1. Gonna be 3 for 1. But this lineup is just gonna fall off outside of Alliance. They're not playing aggressive enough. Also, Lash with this Bloodstone build, he doesn't have any kind of sustain in a team fight. No Yule Scepter to keep himself alive, to cancel the troll ulti, remove GM stacks from Monkey King, to set up his stuns, to dispel Surge.
Yeah. Oh, Quakefoot decided to go back for the Shadow Blade instead.
They need damage right now.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
Radiant are
And
standing
this
for
is one nice way to at least keep the lanes pushed out. Oh, a little bit off the mark there. Gotta be careful.
Get it.
But they do have the boat here onto Thompson. Does not hit there. A nice little dodge from Thompson. I think he was able to dodge the Torrent, and now Seb. Wall dropped down, slowed up for the moment. Lots of damage on the no-tail there as well. But he's moving into position and already taking away all the mana from Insania, so no more spells after the ulti will be able to be used. Thompson does die up on his perch as a Deafening Blast comes out, pushing back a couple. And they, again, won't be able to find this full combination. X or Splitter a lot harder, but they do get the Chen. LTW, though, turns forward, and the body blocks from the catapults. Oh, man.
Plus he has extra damage from Alpha Wolf. This is some weird-ass Dota, man. We're coming up from both teams.
I know, it's very strange.
EU strongest region confirmed.
Apparently. This is some wings stuff. This is really what it is.
Which team, though?
I mean, I don't know. Probably OG. Well, LTW moves into the pit and can possibly throw some alacrity on him if they want. They already have the Defiant Favor. Moving into position for this man who's going to hit oh so fast.
Alacrity, Divine Favor, 200 plus damage.
A little afraid though. Roche down to half HP. Apparently they want to set up on a Boxy. He gets his armlet delivered and they won't be able to make anything happen there.
Boxy is extremely farmed. He's level 2 as well right now. He has his level 2 with armlet. That's gonna be a lot of damage. But against Whirling Axes, if Troll stays alive, they use a Boundless Strike or just use Tornado on those illusions. That's too bad effect.
Thompson up on the high ground has Wukong's command. They spot out Boxy. They're all split up. Mickey is the only one over here by him, and Topsy turns it back around with that Wukong's command down. He's just left to the wolves. There's like 2 that are chasing up on the north side, and now Seb moves into position looking for the stomp. They find Quakefa, have the dust onto him, trying to bring down this Darkseer. If they kill off Seb, it could look kind of okay, and they do manage to control him. Rest of OG trying to back out now afterwards. LTW still chasing forward for a bit more. Out of mana, and there's the toss off to the side. Now Mickey. Lots of damage out there as well, and LTW finding his food to eat up. Gobble gobble as Taiga is going to also be ran down. 3 dead for the cost of the Darkseer and the Invoker.
And back to Roche Pit. Darkseer has almost full pipe completed. Once he gets that, it's gonna mitigate a ton of the damage coming out from Alliance. It's just looking bad, even though it says less than 1k gold lead for OG. It's not looking good for Alliance.
No. Aegis on the Troll Warlord yet again. And something that we saw basically close out the game in the last one. But yeah, it's a tough one here now. 20-minute mark. Looks like it's going to be 3 bounty runes going the way of OG. Foxy able to pick up one for himself. Ooh, the Ghost Walk cooldown. Look at that.
30 seconds Ghost Walk cooldown. He just used Meteor with 1 point in Extort. Doesn't do anything.
He's doing that earlier in the team fights too. He doesn't care. He's having a good time with it. Oh no. Boundless Strike. And soon to be a vacuum to pull this man back into position. They are looking for the Sunstrike. Not going to find it. That's an Invoke use, which is not necessarily what you want. The 1 second stun. Mickey's still living, but eventually does die. And now they pop the CK ultimate. Those illusions are dead instantly. And Foxy trying to run away, but rooted and killed. Taiget jumps forward. Avatos, Thompson still living. They throw out all of the mana away from Insania. This is going to be a dead Tiny. 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. OG gets the job done.
And suddenly this game is all OG and no possibility from Alliance to get back into this. This is just looking rough. They picked the lineup to play aggressive, then they itemized the you have a Midas on a CK, you have Lash who's building Bloodstone, you have Conka who doesn't know what he wants to build, has Radiant, then decides to go for a Shadow Blade, doesn't even buy it when he had enough gold to put enough pressure on the enemy so they can't farm that much, and suddenly it's just over. CK necessary for OG. It didn't take any Raxes, but Roche may respawn in 6 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, they still got the Aegis there for another 3 then.
Still less than 3 minutes, which means that they can take shrines and go for either set of Raxes or another tier 3s.
Alliance smoke up, and now immediately OG smoke up afterwards. Jerax finds Taiga, trying to throw out the tornado. It connects just barely onto Insania. Avalanche to interrupt. Looks like they don't feel the need to push the tempo too much harder. Just play it safe. Take the fights when they come to you.
Because they know lineup of Alliance is not gonna scale into late game. CK, even with this amount of farm, he's not doing anything. They don't have the front liner.
The vacuum wall pulls them back in, and BKB out for Thompson, slowed down and killed off. They have the boat out, but it only connects onto 2, and really it's only tickling as 3 die again. And now up to high ground, and possibly a bit more, because guess what? They've got Divine Favor catapults that just rip through these buildings, and they wanted to throw some alacrity on them as well.
They also have Alpha catapult deals, 150
and they're just going for it.
With Vlad, with Divine Favor, and Alpha Aura.
They can smell it. OG wanting to go to the miner. They're going to interrupt there. Catch out Quake, but he can't get X back, pull into the fountain. And instead is going to be a no man's land under control. No Tail with his eyes on the prize is going to take down these buildings as LTW also starts to focus them down. He still has the Aegis, even if they do manage to find that kill. Reality Rift, everything being used to toss back in from Thompson. He doesn't care at all. Buildings are dropping, and OG are going to be going to the miner as they stomp over the face of Alliance, doing it yet again for themselves.
Yeah, OG wants to go to a miner really hard. They just want it to be there so they can qualify for a major, huh?
If they play like this, they're going to. If they play like this, they're going to get top 8 at the major. OG taking down this Ancient. Taiga jumps forward again, seeing if they can find some semblance of a couple of kills, but really it's Cardi that's the MVP the entire time. The last rocket flow, and OG are going to be going to the miner. Gratz is the call.